Me and Florence, bitches. She knows the date went well from Yewande side. She knows that Yewande is interested. She knows this is the only guy that Yewande likes in the particular villa. She knows all this. So she goes up to Danny, sits down with him and says, I don't want to step on your toes. Like, I know that you and Yewande are going on well and everything. She's saying to some particular person a section of reverse psychology so that he can reassure her that it's not going to be a problem. And that's exactly what he does.
I really have a lot of respect for Yewande, and like, if you and her are like kind of getting on and stuff.
Today, it was really nice. It was like really nice, but obviously it's literally day one.
I think he's got nice eyes.
Really?
It's because he's tall. It's because he's so tall.
Is he your kind of type?
Yeah.
Really? Tall boys are just a thing for me.
Listen, we need to talk about Miss Crimson Chin because I don't understand where this confidence is coming from. You are already talking to two guys and you're trying to come for Yewande's guy as well, who we think he is. You need to relax. You need to calm down. You are not Megan from last year. And, you know, I feel like this particular person is like, you know, she really is taking the role of Miss Georgia Steele for this particular season. Just the annoying waste man who is just there to think she can take everybody. Relax, sit down and stop wasting your damn time. It's a touchdown in Florence, Italy, and I thought, you know what, I have to get this review out ASAP for you guys because that is what you guys deserve, because this was actually a pretty good episode and it feels like things are slowly starting to heat up. The ignition in that key, slowly the car is revving, and these episodes are giving us what we finally damn want. First and foremost, what we can acknowledge is that I'm doing the most, absolutely, but when do I not ever do the most? Do subscribe to my channel, click that button if you haven't, for daily consistent videos, especially for Love Island, and follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Morali, if you guys want to. Now, we need to really get into this particular individual because what she's doing is she's really messing up the game, but it's a pro for us as viewers because it keeps our interest in and definitely keeps the engagement going and the conversation as well. That's what we are absolutely loving. However, I do feel like I have an inclination that, you know, things might not go right for you one day, and it is irritating, and she is giving us all types of energy in this particular episode, especially when they were upstairs on the rooftop talking about the dates.
I think he's got nice eyes.
Really?
It's because he's tall. It's because he's so tall.
Is he your kind of type?
Yeah.
And you know what went wrong and what went right between all of them, or what was going on. And we have, you know, Molly May suddenly out of nowhere saying, oh, he's my type, he's tall, and the face Yewande was given was like, do not step on my toes because things are going to get serious. And later on in this particular episode, she did, you know, insinuate that, you know, this particular person has all these types and it's annoying, and, you know, it's, the girls are starting to get irritated, and rightly so. I'm kind of glad that they're all sticking, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now, let me say it properly, but I'm kind of glad that they are sticking up for Yewande, for the rightly so individual justice, most definitely, because Miss Molly May is doing the absolute most. Apart from me, she's doing the absolute most. She's not Megan. You are not Megan, beloved. You are Georgia Steele's at the most 2.0, a kind of like a washed down, chipped version. And I feel like she is, you know, she's a bit daring.
Your type.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, really?
And girls I've dated in the past, I'll start with. Norm are just like quite tanned.
You know, she thinks she's, you know, if you look back at it properly, okay, Tommy is sauceless. Unfortunately, that chicken is never going to get seasoned. But if you look at it properly, you can see that she's literally talking to all the guys while she's with Tommy, and doesn't realize that even by doing so, it can be seen as quite rude. Now, the reason why I believe that Danny's going to pick not Yewande and Molly May is because when Danny and Molly May were speaking together, he was making her understand that don't worry about Yewande, this is only day one, which means that she's not the one for me. I feel like the producers might have set that up, and I wouldn't be surprised because a lot of people are complaining, and I find that interesting that people like to think about the producers. And the reason why I think that has a lot of depth and substance, that particular theory, is because a few Love Islanders have said that producers walk around, they would ask people how they're feeling, or they would clean up, or you would see them swimming around or whatever. So the producers are really intertwined within the contestants. They talk to them and so forth. So I wouldn't be surprised if that took place, and we have to remember that. I mean, even when Amy was saying that he was that they were surprised that he picked Yewande. Sorry? Come again? What do you mean that you're surprised that he picked Yewande? What do you mean by that? Like, I feel like these, you know, not even microaggressions, these are even minute undertones that we're seeing here that we need to really just, you know, understand and realize and be a bit more perceptive. And even Molly May was like, oh yeah, he's the type of person, Danny, who I want to have he'd be like the baby daddy, whoever have babies with. Again, you know, maybe because of the skin color, I don't know, but you can see that Molly May really is Georgia Steele 2.0, and it's becoming an issue, it's becoming a problem, and it's triggering a lot of individuals. But what I can say is that Miss Molly May needs to relax. You need to relax. You and your chin are doing the most. Sit your ass down. You've already got somebody. Focus on that, or focus on Anton. The way you're coming out here, this is the only guy that you know that Yewande has a chance with as of right now. You can tell that she's very gleeful and happy. Even when she came back from that day, she looked so ecstatic, so elated. And here you are as an individual going up to that person. I feel like she's very manipulative, and the reason why I say that is because she's going up to the person that Yewande has gone on a date with, knowing she knows the date went well from Yewande's side. She knows that Yewande is interested. She knows this is the only guy that Yewande likes in the particular villa. She knows all this. So she goes up to Danny, sits down with him and says, I don't want to step on your toes. Like, I know that you and Yewande are going on well and everything. She's saying to some particular person a section of reverse psychology so that he can reassure her that it's not going to be a problem. And that's exactly what he does. Don't call me a pessimistic. I feel like I'm just being a bit realist here. And I feel like the Yewande and Danny train probably won't go forward. I hope it does, because I feel like these two look so good together. However, what we're seeing is that Molly May is not only stirring the pot, but I feel like she might have a particular chance with him as well. And Danny, the fact that he reassures her and says to her, it's only day one.
Molly's going to try and hit on him. Probably. Well, if that happens, then he was never good for you anyway.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. Is an issue for me. The reason why I feel like it's an issue, because if you like Yewande from the get-go, you wouldn't be reassuring anybody else. Period. You just wouldn't. And I'm kind of glad that Anna and Amy are there to, you know, reassure and help you one day, saying that it's going to be okay. It's not going to be an issue. It's going to be fine. Like, you know, if he's not the one, then he's not the one. But I feel like they would be. I would really want them to work. I think a lot of the audience does as well. So hopefully they do work, and hopefully things are going well, because what I'm seeing here is that this might not be the issue or the case at all, and unfortunately Yewande is going to be single. I'd be so vexed if Yewande goes home and Molly May couples up with this particular fool, Danny, because I feel like Danny himself he's moving. My man is 21. He's 20. Where do Love Island find these people? I don't understand. He is 21, looking like he's in his mid-30s. I don't understand what is going on. He seems like a nice guy, but at the same time, I feel like it's just a bit. He's a bit fishy as well. I just don't feel like he's into Yewande as much as Yewande's into him. Number one, and I feel like the producers might have set this up. Number two, and I feel like Danny is more into Molly May because the fact that he's reassuring her and he's like, "You need to take a day in Dannyland." Excuse me? What do you mean Dannyland? We're in Love Island for once and for I want to make that very clear. And number two, the only person that should be in Dannyland is Yewande, not this particular girl. So I feel like too much is going on here. Too many people are stirring the pot. I'm just glad the girls are slowly, you know, beginning to take sides with the right person. And I'm just glad that there's some kind of a narrative now. This particular love triangle between Yewande, Molly May, and this new person Danny shits on every single love triangle we've had on this particular season so far. And that is the damn tea for the day. Because this is the only thing that's serving us right now. This is what's keeping us hooked. If this was in the first particular week of Love Island, I would have thought, okay, this particular show has some good substance and depth and interest, but we're only getting this now. So hopefully things only get better and better, and hopefully this particular Molly May girl relaxes and calms down, because I feel like she's getting a bit too excited, and I feel like she's getting a bit too over her heels, and you know, she thinks, I believe she probably thinks that Yewande isn't even competition for her. You know how certain people think like this, and I wouldn't be surprised, judging by the resurfaced tweets and so forth, that a lot of people have been talking about with this particular individual. So I feel like this particular theory could be plausible. I feel like she just thinks she can walk over people's shoes. It comes off pretty big-headed. It comes off like, oh, I'm better than you, I'm this and that. I get these kind of sense from her sometimes, and I do feel like she does use a lot of reverse psychology, intentional or not, in a way to manipulate guys to get what she wants by going around and saying to everybody, yeah, this is my type, this is my type, this is my type. A type is something that's narrow, it's streamlined. It's like, you go for a particular individual and people, others who are similar to that type that you have. A type isn't people who look completely different from each other. It isn't. So, by saying my type, it comes off as a way where you're saying that I like this person because I want to be with them, and you're using the word I type as an excuse to not come off as somebody who is overtaking people and being a bit, I just feel like she needs to calm down, and I feel like I'm glad the girls are supporting Yewande, because it shows that if they weren't, I'd be vexed and pissed off even more. But we can tell that Yewande is irritated and she is heating up day by day. Her face, the visuals that she is giving is what we needed. She is irritated and she's upset because this particular individual thinks she can take anybody, but she can't. Miss Crimson Chen needs to relax. She's doing the absolute most, and it's very, very irritating. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about this particular episode. Did you guys like it? Did you guys dislike it? Do comment down below. Always, I read all your comments. And follow me on my Instagram. My details in below. Just type my name into Instagram, Morali, and follow me. I would massively appreciate it. And obviously subscribe to my channel. Click that button for daily, consistent videos, especially for Love Island. I'm going to try my best to get into this whilst I'm abroad. It's very difficult to do consistent videos when, like, literally I'm carrying my ring light with me everywhere. As you saw in the opening video, like, I'm carrying it with me everywhere. So just to get this stuff going, and it is obviously quite heavy, but I know you lot love my consistent Love Island reviews, so I thought, you know what, I need to deliver and serve, because finally the show is giving us juicy, manipulative narratives that we want as an audience. They engage us, they irritate us, they annoy us. The diversity is a lot more than the previous seasons. I like how, especially in the last episode, we see Danny and Yewande on dates with Amber as well. We see Sharif and Anna kissing as well. So, you know, we finally get like main plot lines that involved diverse individuals, and I feel like that is very important because it engaged completely different demographics into the show, and it helps to increase engagement anyhow, most definitely. So I feel like that in itself is a great use, and just these intricate narratives, especially this particular one, I feel like is going to cause a lot of traffic for the show, which is great, and I feel like it's going to cause a lot of engagement as well from a production perspective. So hopefully they can keep this triangle going on. Let me know what team you are on. Are you on hashtag Team Yewande, hashtag Team Molly May, I don't even know, or hashtag T, whatever. As for what team I'm on Team Me, Myself and I, all the time, 24/7. If you don't love yourself, who's gonna love you? That's just the real tea as well. But let me know what you guys think. I'm about to put this video up and then go out and enjoy the night in Florence. If you guys are, if anybody from the YouTube world that is subscribed to me is from Florence, do say hi as well. Comment down below. It would be nice to know if anybody is from Italy. Thank you guys for watching, and let me know what team you are on, and let me know if you guys liked this episode or if you disliked it, and I'll definitely catch you guys soon.